Hello, my name is Paola Andrea Torres Gomez. This time I will be giving an opinion based on information from experts in order to answer the following question. What are the advantages of reducing logistics and transport costs in the international physical distribution and the disadvantages of the high cost in the same item? In today's world, logistics is of great importance for the global and regional economy. Logistic costs are the those obtained by adding over the costs associated with the management of goods, from the dispatch of suppliers to the delivery of the product to the end customer. Costs can occur at many stages of supply. To reduce logistic costs and achieve maximum efficiency, a series of processes must be carried out allow the evolution of a product at each stage. Certainly, reducing logistics and transportation costs in international physical distribution generates advantages such as optimization of processes, since when the organization focuses on reducing costs, it can identify ineffective or inefficient processes that come to trigger significant expenses. Saving and reinvestment are promised. Saving from cost reduction can be reinvested in other important areas. It seems that one of the most important advantages of reducing logistic costs is that lower costs can be provided to the customer. By reducing costs, the company can offer cheaper prices to customers, which translates into a competitive advantage. Now, when proper processes are not followed, high logistics and transportation costs in international physical distribution generate many disadvantages. Some of them are negative impact on the way of doing business in the country. The growth and economic development of companies or countries is affected. For example, Latin America, according to CAF, a development bank, has substantially higher interregional freight transportation costs than regions such as Oceania, Europe, and North America. In this case, the high transportation costs are due to the fact that the physical infrastructure is lagging behind. International trade is affected. The fine price of product is affected, thus losing the competitive advantage that cost reduction offers to customers. This disadvantage occurs when certain logistic processes are not taken care of. Now, let's look at three scenarios in which the logistics cost of transportation affects the final price. 1. Logistic costs associated with lack of route planning. When delivery routes are not planned or optimized, very long routes are often used and in poor condition. This affects the vehicles and they are subjected to long and difficult journeys that increase fuel costs and wear and tear on the units, thus increasing the logistic cost, which is the reflect in the price of the service. 2. Logistics costs associated with the lack of monitoring. A company that does not monitor its carriers through satellite tracking during the transportation of goods does not know if there are deviations from their scheduled routes, if unnecessary stops are made, if there are mishaps, or if mistakes are made. 3. Logistics costs associated with failed deliveries. In the event of failed delivery, the company must assume extra logistics costs associated with the restocking, reprocessing, and reshipping of the goods until a successful delivery is achieved. Now, that we have seen that are the cause of the international physical distribution logistics, the advantage of reducing this cost and the disadvantage that occur way they are very high. We can conclude that logistics is of utmost importance to the economy and that in order to avoid high costs that do not benefit any sector, processes that allow the evolution of products in each stage of logistics must be implemented.